Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Loom Detective, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this reindeer pencil hugger. So this is what it looks like. See, it has the antlers right there. And that is the hugger. It's got a cute little tail. This is my original design, and you can comment down below to let me know how you like it and if you'd like to see more Christmas pencil huggers, because Christmas time is here, and reindeers, I thought that would be a really cool pencil hugger to do. So go ahead and comment down below if you have any requests for pencil huggers, or if you'd like to see more bracelets or fidget spinner cases or whatever. Just go ahead and comment down below and click that like button. It's right down there, just a little bitty like button, and also click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel. I post a video every week, and it's a rainbow loom design normally, and I will be doing live streams the first Saturday of every month, so you can go ahead and check those out as well. I have announcement videos before each one that tells you the time and the date and everything like that, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And I think that's it, so let's get on with the tutorial. Alright, so the supplies that you will need to make this reindeer pencil hugger is you will need your rainbow loom. And if you don't have a rainbow loom, as long as your loom is in this configuration where it's like diagonal, the pegs are diagonal to each other, then you can still do it. It doesn't have to be an exact rainbow loom as long as the pins look like that. Okay, and then you will need your rainbow loom hook or crochet hook. You will need rubber bands. I used 68 of the main color, which could be brown, or in this case I'm using gold. And if you don't have any like golds or browns or any type of shade like that, then I used orange for this one, and it turned out pretty good. So orange would do fine too, it's just not as nice as if you have brown or gold. Okay, so you need 68 of the main reindeer color. You will need 21 white bands for the antlers and the tail. You will need a red band for the red nose if you're doing like Rudolph. You will need a clear band for the attaching part right there you see under its head. I put this on here because it kept the head up straight and so it didn't like flop around. It's not necessary, but I liked how it looked with it on there. So that's just one band, and if you don't have clear, then go ahead and do it the same color as your reindeer and it will blend just in. It will blend in just fine. It should. You'll still see it, but it'll look better than if you did just a random color. Alright, and then you will need 2 black bands for the eyes, and I think that's it. So go ahead and grab your supplies and we'll get started. Okay, so you're going to start out with your loom in this configuration with the arrow pointing up. Alright, so you're going to take the main color of your reindeer's body. So we're going to start placing the bands for the body and then the head. Now if you do my other pencil huggers, I do it the opposite way, but because we have the nose up at the top, if you do it the old way that I do it, then it doesn't look right because you have a slip knot up here. So I figure it'd be better to have the slip knot, the tail where we can hide it, than up by the nose where it's really noticeable. So we're going to start placing the bands for the body. So you're going to take 2 bands. Now, unless I say take 1 band, it's always going to be 2 bands. Okay, so take 2 bands of your regular color, the reindeer color. You're going to go from this pin to this pin, then take 2 more bands. Go from this pin to this pin, and then we're going to go up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, go up 3 times on the outsides. So you're still using 2 bands. Going up. That's once, twice, and go up a 3rd time. All right, and now we're going to go into the middle. We're going to go up 4 times in the middle. 2 bands, twice, 3 times, Sasha, stop, and then 4, right there. Alright, so now we're going to start onto this side. So now we're going on to this row. Go ahead and take 2 bands. You're going to go up 3 times. So that's once, twice, and then 3 times. Okay, so your loom should look like this. Like that. Okay, and now we're going to close off the end. So take 2 bands from here and go into the middle. Right there. Make sure that's straight. And then 2 more bands from here into the middle because we are closing it off. Alright, so just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and add in the connector bands so we don't forget, because I do that sometimes. I'll go through the whole thing and make it and then forget to put the connector bands. So you're going to start down here, and you see how these 3 pegs, they kind of look like a triangle. We're going to go up to the second peg, the middle peg. We're going to attach it to this band, this peg, and this peg, so it makes that triangle look. Okay, we're going to do it again on this one, and just connect it to all 3 of those, like that, and then we're going to do one more. Up here, it's a connector band. Okay, so you have 3 triangle connector bands, and now we're going to move on to the face and the neck and stuff. So the fun part: 2 bands, go from here up, and that's just our neck, because if we didn't have that extra band, we wouldn't be able to twist the face to the side so it's sticking up like that. So go ahead and do that. Now we're going to move on to the face. I'm gonna have to, there we go. So 2 bands, you're gonna go up to the right. 2 more bands, you're gonna go up to the left. And now you're gonna go up once on these 2 sides, and you're gonna go up twice in the middle. So 1 time over here. 1 time over here, and then up twice in the middle. If I can get these on. There we go. So now we're going to go twice up into the middle. Just like that. Now we're going to close off the end of the face. So you're just going to take 2 bands, and same way we close off the body. You just go from the outside peg in. And then on the other side, you do the same thing. Outside peg in, just like that. Alright, so that is what your loom should look like at the moment. Okay, so now we're just going to do the little clear band that holds your face onto the hook or the pencil or whatever you put it on. So we're going to put it on this peg right here. So the neck band, that middle peg, you're going to go up to the right. What you're going to do is you're going to put it on the peg, stretch it, twist it, and put it on again. So you should have 2 loops of that on your loom right there. Alright, so we have that, and we're going to make the eyes right now. So go ahead and get your 2 bands. And we're making 1 eye, but because we want it to show through on both sides of the face, we're making it with 2 bands. So put the 2 bands on your hook, wrap it around once, wrap it around 1 more time, and that's your eye, just like that. So if you want to untwist it, that would probably help if you just got all twisted up, but that's our eye. Go ahead and take a band, same color as your normal reindeer, and you're going to make it into a figure 8. So you twist it, figure 8, and then you squish it together so it's like this. Now you're going to put that, put that on your hook, and you're going to pull the eyes onto that double capped band. It's not focusing. Alright, there we go. And now you're going to go ahead and put that down on this peg and this peg. So put 1 end up here, like that. 1 end down here, like that. And that's where your eye goes. Alright, so now we're going to put the red noseband and make the antlers. So take the red band, put it on your last pin right here, and wrap it around 4 times. Okay, So wrap it around. That's twice. 3 times. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get 4 times on here. And if you need to, you can get your hook and wrap it around for the 4th time. If I can even grab it. Okay, so like that. And then you can stretch it. And it's harder to do in front of the camera. It's not super hard to do on your own. So hopefully you guys can get it. All right. So we need 4 wrapped around 4 times. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so you should need 4 loops on there. You can see the 4th one's right in there. So there's 4 loops on that end band, and that's your little nose. And then we're going to need the bands for the antlers. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Take your first band, put it on your hook, and you're going to wrap it around 5 times. So you have 5 loops. That's 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 loops on your hook. You're going to take a band, pull it, twist it, stretch it. It's the double capped band. Put it on your hook, and you're going to pull this band onto it. Now it's easy if you just do it. You can do it one loop at a time. You can do it 2 loops at a time. I guess at the moment I'm going to do 1 loop at a time. It's different every time I do it. So it's whichever way is easiest. You pull it off onto that band. Okay. Then you put the end onto your hook. Like that. Okay. Now go ahead and take another band. Again, going to double cap it. And you're going to just pull it through. And then put the ends back on your hook. So we're just doing a single chain, but with double capped bands. So we want to have 6 bands, which would be 5 chains and then the end band. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 2 more. Seems to be the good height for the antlers. All right, this is number 5. Oh, that one broke. I hate it when that happens. And then 6, I think, or this might be 5 because that one broke. This is 6. All right. So this is what you need to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. Now slide that down the bottom of your hook, and we're going to do the same thing again. So wrap the band around 5 times, just like that. You got 5 loops. Okay. Take the band, double cap it, and we're doing this so it's the same height as the other one. Oh, missed a little loop up there. I'm using limited edition bands, so they're a little harder to work with. But if you're using normal bands, then it should be a little easier to do. Alright, so we have my first chain, and we need 5 chains for a total of 6 bands. So this is my 3rd band, 2nd chain. That's another way. If you want to, you can put your band on there, twist it over, and then grab it. That's another way to do the double capping that you might find easier. Everyone has different ways of doing it, but these are the easiest ones that I have so far. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. I guess it just kind of depends on what mood I'm in, which one I use. Sorry guys, I'll shook you there. Alright, so you have this on your hook. Now you're going to take a band, same color as your reindeer, okay? And you are going to put it on your hook, twist, and so this is the double capped band. And you're going to pull those off onto that double capped band, put the end on your hook, and so the way we need to put this somewhere so we can use the hook. So if you have 2 hooks and you want to put the hook, use a different hook to make the rest of the antlers, that's fine. If you want to just put it on a C-clip, that's fine. And if you don't have a C-clip, then you can just slip knot it very carefully. So I'll do that with you guys. So just very carefully slip knot it. Okay, gotta be careful. You gotta pull it tight enough that it won't unslip knot, but not too tight that it'll stretch out the band. So, alright, so if you slip knotted it, it'll look like this. And we have the antlers, so that's what it looks like here. So now we're going to go in and make the little points on the antlers. So you're going to go ahead and go up 3 chains to the 3rd chain, so 1, 2, 3, and stick your hook right down the middle of it. Alright? Now, you're going to take white band and double cap it, pull it through, and then put the end on your hook. We're going to do this 2 more times. So, double cap it, pull through, alright, and then 1 more time, double cap it, pull through, alright. Now this time we're going to do a slip knot, so as soon as this focuses, there we go, you're going to go ahead and just pull that through there and squeeze, pull tight, okay, and we'll weave that in later at the end. So now we're going to do the same thing on this side. So you go 3 chains up, 1, 2, 3, stick your hook right in the middle of it, double capped band, pull through, put the edges on your hook, do another one, double capped band, edges put on your hook and pull through, and then we'll do 1 more, capped band, and then pull through. Alright, and so this one we're going to do the same thing, do a slip knot, just pull that right there. Alright, so these are your antlers. We're going to put them on the loom. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook, okay, and very, very carefully grab these bands and stick your hook through these bands. So you want to grab both of those bands like that, okay? So you want to have both of those so they don't unravel. And then you can go ahead and untwist them so it comes back to that. And we're going to put this on our loom. So we're going to put it on this peg right here. So you have the pegs with the eye band, and then you're going to go down 1. That's where we're putting the antlers. So you have that piece on your hook, and you're going to go ahead and put, I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you. Okay, so this is a little tricky, but the way I do it is I push it to the end of my hook, and then I use the edge of the pin to grab the bands and to go through it. You see what I mean? So then I put it on there. Okay, so that's what it should look like, just like that. Alright, now let's see what else. Alright, so now we're going to do the last thing before we start looping it. We're going to make the legs and arms. Well, technically it's all legs. So you're going to go ahead and get a band of your reindeer's color, put it on your hook, wrap it around so you have 3 loops, just like that. You're going to take 2 bands, put on the hook, and you're going to pull that cap band onto it, and then put the edges back on. And we're going to do 3 more of these, so 2 bands, pull through all the bands, and then put the edges on your hook. 2 more bands, pull through, edges back on the hook, and then 1 more time. So you want to have 4 chains with the cap band. So just like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this on the loom. You're going to put it on, you see where we have the neck band right here? We're going to go down, we're going to put it right there. Right? So do it the same way you did the other one. I use the edge of the pin to open through the middle of the loop and then put it on. Alright, so we're going to make 1 more leg, same thing. Take a band, wrap it around 3 times. Take 2 bands, pull that band onto that, put the edges back on your hook, and then 2 more bands, pull through, edges on your hook, 2 more bands, pull through, edges on your hook, and then you need 2 more bands, 2 more, just like that. All right, now we're going to put this one on our loom too. So we put this one up here by the neck bands, and we're going to put this one over here by the tail. So you go that first pin, and you go up to the left one. That's where we're putting it. Let's go ahead, put that on there. All right, so this is what your loom should look like. You can go ahead and check to make sure yours looks like mine. And then we're going to start with the looping. All right, so you're going to go ahead and flip your loom around. And we're going to start right here at this red cap band. So you're going to go ahead, and I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see closer up what I'm doing. You're going to put your hook, and you're going to reach behind that red cap band and grab the top 2 bands. Okay, so grab the top 2 bands, pull them out. Be very careful because it's going to be tight up here, all right? And put them on that peg where they belong. Go ahead and reach in again. Top 2 bands. Oh, I'm missing a red there. Top 2 bands. And if you only get one, that's fine. You can do it one at a time. That works too. The way you can tell if you're getting it, putting it back to the right peg, as you can see, it makes that teardrop shape right there. That's how you know you picked up the right band. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that second band. Just like that. All right, now reach in for the last set of bands. Pull forward. Now we're going to go right here. Pull. And you're going to put those up here. You're going to go ahead on this side. And now you're going to have to be careful. You don't want to loop up the eye band. So you're going to go behind the eye band. Grab those bottom 2 bands. Pull them up. Right. Oh, see, I dropped one. Now, if you drop one, it's pretty simple. You just reach your hook in that peg where it came, where you had it, grab it, and then pull it back out up here. So it's really easy fix, so don't worry. Now we're going to go ahead and go in the middle, reach behind the eye band, and grab those 2 bands at the bottom, pull them up. Now you're going to go ahead into the left side, pull it in towards the middle, and push down on those bands because there's going to be a lot of bands right there. Now you're going to have to go behind these bands that attach to our antlers. So make sure you go behind those and only grab the bottom 2 bands, okay? And then when you wiggle it out so it doesn't put stress on them, and put it right there. All right, so that is your face. Now we're going to move on. Now for this one, there is a lot of bands right here because this is the neck peg. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you get the bottom 2 bands, okay? So reach all the way down, bottom 2 bands, grab them, pull them up, right there. All right, so now go ahead and take the top 2 bands, which should go to the left, right there. Again, the next top 2, go to the right, and then you're going to go ahead and go up the middle. Now we're just going to loop all the way up the middle because we don't have to do any leg transfers up through the middle. So go ahead and just loop all of your bands up the middle. Like that. And then the last one up there. Oops. Sorry, my camera's getting all turned around. All right, so now we're going to start back here. And what you're going to do is we want this to be attached to this peg so it makes the pencil hugger effect. So what you're going to do is you're going to stick your hook in through this cap band. So you have your hook in here. You're just going to bring it over like this, and then you're going to put it right there. So you're going to put the back of that band right here. So you're almost twisting it a little bit as you cross it over. So you put your hook in here, you bring it over, and then you put it in on the back of the band right there. All right, so now you're going to go ahead and loop up this side. Pull the bands up, reach behind the connector band, grab the 2 bottom bands, pull it up. Alright, I gotta move my camera a little bit. There we go. It's a little better. You guys can't see. There we go. Sorry about that. Just tighten that. Alright. There we go. So now you're going to reach behind this connector band, bottom bands, pull up, and then we are going to go back to this side. Alright, and you're going to pull this leg down around towards you. You're going to reach behind all of those bands and grab the bottom 2 bands. So you're going to have to reach behind the arm bands and the connector band. And just grab the bottom 2. So that's actually pretty tricky to do. Alright. So I think those are my bottom 2 bands. Yes, they were. I'm going to go up. Now reach behind the connector band. Pull the bands up. Reach behind the connector band. Pull the bands up. Alright, and now we're going to do the leg again. So if you didn't really get it on the last one, I'll do it again. So you put your hook in the top, right there. And you bring it over here. And then you stick it in right here. Like that. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and loop this side. Reach behind that leg band. Grab those bottom 2 bands, loop them in. Go to this side. Got to reach behind the arm bands and get the bottom 2 and pull them in. Alright, so that is the end. Now you're going to go ahead and take your white band and you're going to double cap it. So however you do your double capping. Okay, you want a double capped band. And we're going to do our slip knot with a double capped band. So you stick your hook in there, pull back and stretch those bands and stick your hook out. Okay, grab that band, pull through around the front, stick the end onto your hook, and now we're going to do another double capped band and pull through. So we're making a chain. Okay, put the end on your hook like that, and then we're going to do one more time, double looped band, double capped band, and pull through. And this one we're going to slip knot. So you just go ahead and pull those 2 loops through that one, and there you have it. So this is what your loom should look like. So go ahead and make sure all of your bands are looped up, and now you can take it off the loom. So for the ones that have more bands, I normally use my hook, and then the other ones I use my fingers. And I had a commenter tell me a tip that I think is really good. Whenever you take things off the loom, take it going down, like with the arrow. So you're not taking it off against the edges, and it might accidentally break something because of the edges are pointier than the rounded parts. The rounded parts are easier to slip stuff off of. So when you're taking your items off the loom, it's better if you take it off, pull it down around the outside. So I thought that was a good tip to help make sure you guys' bands don't break, because that's a hard thing to fix when you're pulling it off and your bands break. Okay, you might want to use your hook for the antler peg, because that one had a lot of bands on it. That's what I did. I used my hook. Alright, like that. And then the last one. Alright, so this is what it looks like. And you're probably like, oh wow, that's a little odd. Okay, so what you're going to do, your head is going to look like this. So you're going to twist it and stretch. Okay? And stretch out your face and your head. Okay? And this band does turn, and it works really good. But it's probably not stretched out right now. You see how it's holding? If you pull on one side or the other, it will change the way it's facing. So go ahead and just try it out and pull it different ways. And you can fiddle with all of your bands, really. Oh, all right, that did not work. I must have missed it in the looping. So hopefully you didn't do that, because it should look like this and be attached, but I didn't pull it through the bands. So you can go ahead and stretch out your legs like that, your other leg like that. All right, and so you can go ahead and weave in your ends. Just stick your hook through chain and pull them through like that, and then weave it through as far down as you want to go. I don't really go that far because these ends are so small. It just doesn't seem to be worth it to me. I don't know. I just try to hide them so they don't look too noticeable, and then I leave it. But that's me. I know there are some people who want to make sure that you don't see it, and I understand that. So go ahead and just weave it in until it's to your liking. Alright, so I'm happy with that. And if you want your tail to be up like that, the easiest way to do it is just stick your hook in the side and pull the bands out. Okay, so you're pulling them outward. Okay, because that turns it up like that. And then if you want it to turn outward on this one, do the same thing. That's all you do. And that turns the tail. Alright, so because these are limited edition bands, they're stiffer, so it's not wanting to turn as well. And then with the antlers, you can go ahead and weave those bands in too. And it's the same trick with the tail. If you don't like the way one of them's pointing, you can put your hook in and pull it to the outside, or you can do it with your fingers, and that will change the way it is looking. Alright, and then you can try it on like I'm going to do for you guys. And now, because you, I'm sure, looped yours correctly, I don't know how I missed that band, but you will have that band right here, and you just put it on your pencil or on your hook. You put that on first, and then you put your hook or pencil through the legs. Alright, so just like that. And now, because yours has that clear band, yours will hold its shape up here like this. That is why I put that attaching face band on there, because otherwise it tends to flop a little bit. You can see how mine's flopping. So now you know what not to do. Alright, so there you go. And if you want your eye to pop out more, and you just stretch it and push it out from one side to the other, however you want it to be. And there you have your little reindeer pencil hugger. So I hope you like this design. This is my original design. I actually just finished finished remodeling it today. So it's fresh. And so go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you'd like to see more videos like this. If you want more Christmas videos or more pencil huggers, go ahead and just let me know down below. I want to know what you guys want so I can do videos that you guys have requested and stuff. So go ahead and comment that down below, and I will reply to you as soon as I can. And I think that's it. So go ahead and take pictures of your reindeers and put them on Instagram and hashtag the Loom Detective. I'd love to see them and see if you guys did cool color combinations. Or I actually didn't have brown, so that's why I used gold. But gold, still, it works. And even the orange doesn't look that bad. So, alright, so I think that's it. I think I've done enough talking, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!